pastor says you cannot drink and still be in the spirit. What? I want to give all the honor, glory, and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWACHAA, QADASH. Double honors to the elders, a great millstone, taught me this truth through the spirit. Singing honors to the elect. Peace and blessings be to all the sincere men, women, and children that do consist of the 1/3, and to the confusion of faces in the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Megachurch pastor preaches bold message on alcohol. Quote, you can't be full of the spirit and buzzed at the same time, unquote. Let me get straight to it. His name is Robbie Gallaty, an author and senior pastor of Long Hollow Church in Hendersonville, Tennessee. 20 years he been sober. He was an alcoholic himself, but then he goes on to say that you can't be in the spirit if you buzzed. Well, I'm just going to jump right into this, man, because there are how can you be a pastor of the Bible, supposedly, and then you just not going to even think about how the Lord literally turned water into wine? But I guess because he wasn't intoxicated. I guess you say that, that doesn't count. But remember this, though. Now, this is Matthew chapter 11, verse 17 through 19. Pay attention. And saying, matter of fact, let me start at 16. But whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they said he hath a devil. So regardless of what John did, they found a reason to say that he had a devil on him because they didn't approve of him. Listen to what they say about the Son of Man, whom the word regularly called Jesus, whose name is YAHAWASHI. The Son of Man came eating and drinking. And they said, behold, a gluttonous and a wine bibber, a friend of publicans and sinners. But wisdom is justified of her children. Notice they called the Messiah a wine bibber. Why? Because the Messiah did drink wine. So are you going to sit here and say that YAHAWASHI was not in the spirit? Huh? YAHAWASHI wasn't holy? Huh? Okay. So let's go back to some more precepts. I'm just getting straight to the point. Sirach 31, verse 27 through 28. Wine is as good as life to a man, if it be drunk moderately. What life is then to a man that is without wine? What? For it was made to make men glad. Wine was made to make men glad. Verse 28, wine immeasurably drunk and in season bringeth gladness of the heart and cheerfulness of the mind. Now understand, yes, too much of anything is bad. That's why the scripture goes on to say that the Lord loves a just balance. But even the scripture says, what is life without wine? Right? It was made to make you cheerful. Also remember, YAHAWASHI knew he had to be what? Crucified. A sacrificial lamb. So also Proverbs 31, verse 6 through 7 says, give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish. So you mean to tell me the YAHAWASHI, the Messiah, knew he was going to be crucified and put to death? You didn't think he was drinking? Huh? To ease his thoughts, his mind? That's why they called him a wine bibber. Okay? Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of a heavy heart. You don't think the Messiah was at a heavy heart? His own people, our people. Him having to slip through crowds, Wing Chun, having to go out in the middle of the water on a boat just to have some peace of mind. Coming to save a nation that actually wants to kill him. You don't think that was heavy on his mind? On his heart? Verse 7, let him drink and forget his poverty and remember his misery no more. Oh, but I guess the Lord, YAHAWASHI, wasn't in the spirit. Right? These people, man. Anyway, listen to this. It's to prove to you that the YAHAWASHI did drink wine. Genesis 49, verse 9 through 12. Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey, my son. Thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion. Who shall rouse him up? What is it going to take for the so-called Negroes, who are the head tribe of the so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans, who are the Israelites, going to finally come to the realization that you'll never be accepted, you just being tolerated? That's pretty much a future prophecy, which is what should be happening today. But let's get to the point. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come. My man, Hebrews 7:14. And unto him shall the gathering of the people be. Listen, pay attention. Binding his foil into the vine, and his ass's coat unto the choice vine. He washed his garments in wine, and his clothes in the blood of grapes. That's talking about actual slaughter. But pay attention. Here comes the point. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk. It goes back to Revelation, the 1st chapter, the 13th verse on down. Who's that talking about eyes red with wine and teeth white with milk? The Messiah, YAHAWASHI. He drunk wine. You telling me that he wasn't in the spirit? Stop it. Stop it. Okay? Listen. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 7. Go thy way, eat thy bread with joy, and drink thy wine with a merry heart. Here goes the kicker, y'all. For God now accepteth thy works. Wow. That's even synonymous with the Passover. You mean to tell me that if you're keeping the Passover and you break that bread, right? And if you drink that wine, you're not in the spirit? You are not in the spirit if you want to keep the Passover. Is that what this man's telling me? Novices, man. Novices. 20 years he been sober, but he gonna sit here and say you can't be buzzed and be in the spirit. YAHAWASHI drunk wine all the time. You gotta drink the wine at the Passover. How can you not be in the spirit and... Man, it's weird. How can you be in the spirit and not drink the wine? But anyway, I just want to touch on that. So with that being said, I pray y'all edify the fed. Stay in the spirit. Don't fear it. Just endure it. Ask for forgiveness. Pray without ceasing. Stay humble. Remain diligent. Kwama Sha'Allah. Mufla Babal. Shalom.